The silence that follows isn't awkward. It's heavy, with a new kind of tension, one that makes Jimin's pulse race. For an entirely different reason, he reaches up, his hand hesitating before resting lightly on Jungkook's forearm, feeling the solid muscle beneath the skin. Is that why you wanted me to stay away? Jimin asks softly. Because you were distracted. Jungkook finally breaks the gaze, his ears turning a deep shade of pink. He pushes himself up, finally giving Jimin space, but the air still feels charged. Maybe it's hard to win when I'm too busy wondering what you're thinking. He grabs his water bottle and heads for the door, but stops with his hand on the knob. He looks back over his shoulder, a playful, competitive glint returning to his eyes. Fix that transition, Jimin. I want to see the finished version later. If it's good, I'll buy dinner. Jimin watches him leave, a slow, triumphant smile spreading across his face. The rivalry isn't gone. It's just changed into something much more interesting. Evening turns into a quiet, blue-hued night. The apartment is still, save for the low hum of the city outside and the occasional click of Jimin's mouse. He finally hits save asterisk, a sense of accomplishment washing over him. The transition is perfect. He looks up as the front door clicks shut. Jungkook is back, smelling of cold night air and the faint, savory scent of takeout bags in his hands. You actually did it, Jimin says, standing up and stretching his limbs. I thought you were just using dinner as an excuse to escape. Jungkook sets the bags on the small table, unpacking containers of steaming noodles and spicy pork. I don't make excuses, and I don't lose bets. You finished it, didn't you? I did, and it's good, Jimin says, walking over. He stops just a foot away, watching Jungkook's hands as he lays out the wooden chopsticks. The movements are methodical calm. Jungkook looks up, catching Jimin's gaze. Well, sit down. It's better while it's hot. As they eat, the conversation isn't about competition or deadlines. They talk about small things. The weird guy at the gym, the stray cat that haunts the fire escape, the way the light hits the living room in the morning. For the first time, they aren't two rivals sharing a space. They're two people sharing a meal. When the containers are empty, a comfortable lethargy settles over them. Jimin leans back in his chair, watching the steam rise from a fresh cup of tea. Jungkook is busy folding the takeout bags, his focus intense, as always. Thank you, Jimin says softly, for not making it weird today. After the sofa thing, Jungkook's hands pause. He doesn't look up, but his shoulders relax. I told you, Jimin, I'm tired of the walls. It takes too much energy to pretend I don't care. He finally meets Jimin's eyes across the table. The distance between them is only 3 feet, but it feels like they've traveled miles since yesterday. I'm still going to try to beat you in the rankings next month, though. Jimin laughs, a warm, melodic sound. I'd be disappointed if you didn't, but maybe we can study together. Keep our enemies closer. Jungkook stands up, gathering the trash. As he passes Jimin's chair, he doesn't just walk by, he stops, his hand resting briefly on the back of Jimin's chair, his knuckles brushing against Jimin's shoulder. Close is fine, Jungkook says, his voice a low, steady vibration. Just don't expect me to be nice when I win. In your dreams, Kook, Jimin retorts. Though his smile is soft, Jungkook heads toward his room, but at the door he pauses. Good night, Jimin. Good night, Jungkook. As the door closes softly, Jimin stays at the table for a moment longer. The apartment feels different now, less like a cage and more like a home. The rivalry is still there, but the goddamn plague of touch has turned into something he's starting to look forward to. The 1 week truce begins to feel less like a challenge and more like a rhythm. But living with a rival means that even when the fighting stops, the intensity remains. It just finds a new place to go. A few nights later, the apartment is quiet. Jimin is at the dining table, his face illuminated by the blue light of his laptop, struggling with a complex layout. Across from him, Jungkook is sketching in a notebook, his brow furrowed in that hyper-focused way that usually intimidates everyone in their department. Jimin sighs, leaning back and rubbing his eyes. I can't get this color grading right. It feels cold. Without a word, Jungkook reaches across the table. He doesn't take the laptop. He just turns it slightly toward him. Their shoulders brush as he leans in to look at the screen. It's the saturation in the shadows, Jungkook says, his voice low and steady. He points to a specific slider. Bring that up, and it'll feel warmer. Like the light in here. Jimin looks from the screen to Jungkook. The younger man is so close, he can see the faint scar on his cheek, and the way his eyelashes cast long shadows. The rivalry should make Jimin want to disagree, but the advice is perfect. Thanks, Jimin whispers. Jungkook doesn't pull away immediately. He stays in Jimin's space, his gaze dropping from the screen to Jimin's face. The kitchen light is dim, casting everything in soft gold. The air feels heavy again, but not with the jagged anger of the week before. This is a different kind of weight, the kind that pulls two objects together. You have a smudge of ink on your cheek, Jungkook mumbles, his eyes fixed on a spot near Jimin's jaw. Before Jimin can reach for it, Jungkook's hand is already there. His thumb moves with agonizing slowness, brushing against Jimin's skin. It's a touch that lasts a second too long to be accidental. Jimin's heart skips. Did you get it? Yeah, Jungkook breaths, but his hand lingers, his thumb now tracing the line of Jimin's jaw. I got it. The tension is a physical thing now, a cord stretched tight between them. Jungkook's eyes are dark, searching Jimin's for a reason to stop, but Jimin only leans into the touch, his own hand coming up to rest on Jungkook's wrist. We're terrible at being rivals, Jimin whispers, a small, daring smile playing on his lips. Jungkook lets out a short, breathless laugh, his forehead dropping to rest against Jimin's. I think we're just moving on to a different kind of competition. Oh yeah, and what are the rules for this one? Jungkook's grip on Jimin's jaw firms slightly, his voice dropping to a rasp that sends a shiver down Jimin's spine. Rule number 1. Stop staying the hell away. He doesn't wait for an answer. He closes the final inch of distance, his lips meeting Jimin's in a kiss that is half challenge, half confession. It's desperate and certain, the culmination of 3 years of watching, hating, and wondering. When they finally break apart, both breathless, Jungkook stays close, his nose brushing against Jimin's. I think I win this round. Jungkook smirks, though his eyes are softer than Jimin has ever seen them. Jimin pulls him back in by the collar of his shirt. Keep dreaming, Kook. We're just getting started.